So I was speaking a little bit earlier in my kind of introduction to myself and my channel about how my build isn't a meta build. And that's one thing that you're never going to get from my channels is just I'm not that kind of player that crunches all the numbers and does all the min-maxing and everything like that. I just like to put stuff together and take it as far as it'll go. And part of that is also because I don't believe that the meta is necessary. I've never played a game yet where the meta has been necessary to be able to clear content and get through the game. Now, I don't deny that it makes things easier. Like, if I built this character more efficiently, then yeah, I could probably clear higher level dungeons faster, all that stuff. But I don't think it's necessary. I think there's a kind of a
I need time to do that.
disconnect where I think people confuse some of the terminology. I hear viability thrown around a lot in gaming communities when it comes to builds, saying that things are or aren't viable, when I think what they mean is those things are or aren't most effective, most optimal. You don't have to be the most efficient to be viable. Viable means it's something that you can use to clear content. My build is viable. It's a tier 35. I'm level 81. This puts my opponent to 89. So 8 levels higher than me. And right now, I'm not going to say that I'm going to clear this thing, but it's certainly possible that I'm going to clear it. And that's viable. It might not be the most effective. I know I don't have the fastest clear speed in the game or anything like that, but I'm not optimal, but I'm viable. And so that's one thing that I kind of like to point out too within these conversations is metas are great if that's what you're looking for, but it's not necessary. You can play and clear these games at the highest of levels without it. I mean, I'm level 81 as it is. That's pretty high level in game. Obviously, there's 19 more levels to go till max level, but when it comes to the highest content, which is Nightmare Dungeon pushing, I can do it. Might take me a little bit longer, but I can do it. So that's just, I guess, part of my own gaming philosophy is metas aren't necessary. I don't play metas in Diablo. I don't know why. Oh, it's the potion breaker thing. I'm talking about metas as I die. The irony isn't lost on me. But that being said, I never said that, you know, again, that this build is perfect or the best or going to get you the best performance. Yeah, I'm going to have challenges. I'm going to have difficulties. But I'm going to overcome it, and I'm going to overcome it the way that I want to play it. For me, that's more important. I would rather play a play style that's funner for me but takes a little bit longer than to play something a little bit faster that isn't the way that I want to play. I mean, otherwise I can just go find the best class and do that or whatever. That's not what I want to do. The purpose for this conversation is a little bit twofold. One, it's giving you guys a chance to get to know me a little bit and what my gaming philosophy is and what you're going to see on this channel. But also, I think it's a necessary message that's needed in gaming communities, not just Diablo, but a lot of gaming communities in general, that not necessarily about what builds people use or whatever, people can play however they want, but about the language that's used in those conversations. Like telling people that a build isn't viable when what you mean is most optimal. And so hopefully I can kind of show an example of that, you know, that those optimal min-max setups aren't going to be necessary for you if that's not the way that you want to play. Now you'll have to accept the sacrifices that come with it. I accept the sacrifices that I might die in a nightmare dungeon and I'm not always going to no-death it. That it might take me a little bit longer to clear a single dungeon. That I'm not just going to breeze through here in just a couple minutes or something. That there are going to be challenges. There's going to be sacrifices to make. I actually think for me, playing in those kinds of ways helps me to actually learn the game better, because I feel that I have become a better player due to the challenges that I have to face, because I'm seeing it more. I'm seeing it and experiencing it, what the mechanics are, what the different enemies do, and mobs, and allows me to learn how to counter it and react to it. Knowing that, hey, I want to be in the middle of the thick of things, and there's certain affixes that aren't going to work for me. There's certain affixes that monsters have that I need to watch out for. What tells do I need to look for? What attacks do certain enemies have? What ground effects do they put down? And as much as I complain about all the CCs and stuff, which I do think are ridiculous in this game, a lot of the mistakes that I make are also of my own because I'm making a choice to not pay attention as much as I should, or something like that. So not only do I think that the meta is not necessary, I also think that you can enhance your gameplay and become a better player by not using it, because you're not using, you know, a YouTube guide to have the maximum damage output and just breeze through stuff. You actually have to learn about what's happening in the game, and you're learning firsthand what actually does work and why it works and why it doesn't.
I'm not ready yet.
Again, the irony isn't lost on me when I spoke earlier in my broadcast tonight about the fact that I put up a build video on YouTube today. And, you know, something that I even say in that video, it's not a build guide. I'm not telling somebody how they should make their character, because I haven't figured out some secret on how this is the best way to play your character. That's not what my video is about. My video is about just talking about what I have done, personally. Almost like a video diary sort of thing. I think that's the most difficult Blasphemous. He's the one that shoots down those ice pillars, which are massively damaging. But in my time in gaming communities, I've found that not just myself, but there's others that are looking for a voice out there that's not just about copying the, you know, min-maxed metas off of YouTube and stuff. There's a group of people that want to hear that voice about other ways to be able to face a challenge. My ESO guild, playing ESO, None of us are meta. I don't have a meta tank. My guild doesn't even want me to be a meta tank. They like the way that I build because it works for me and it makes things easier for them as well. This is going to be a fun confrontation here. So let me... I gotta find a way to get by these guys. This is where I need to be, right here. And it hurts in here. It hurts, it hurts, it hurts. It hurts.
I'm not ready yet.
Ay, this is getting ugly in here. I'm gonna take another death. I don't think I can get myself out of this. Move! I couldn't get myself out of that. That's gonna help. If I can take those shield guys down, that's gonna help a lot. Now I might be able to...
I need time to do that.
Ay, ay, ay! And that's kind of what I'm talking about right there. I did take a death, and somebody else probably would have cleared it because I'm not the most optimal set, but I was able to clear it, making me viable.
I'm not ready yet.
Not the most efficient, not the most optimal, but viable. I might be giving myself challenges and difficulties that I don't have to face. But that doesn't mean that a meta build is necessary.